do we make the check out to?
Today, it seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com or watch it online right now in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
This message starts with a great offer from Big Berkey Water Filters because we don't want you drinking dangerous water 1 minute longer. Right now, purchase any filter system from BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com to get your choice of 2 Berkey Sport bottles, a KDF shower filter, a set of fluoride filters, or our new sight glass spigot absolutely free. Why do this? Because over 60% of municipal water is fluoridated, and at less than 2 cents per gallon, Berkey Water Filters purify both treated and untreated water, removing dangerous chlorine, fluoride, and other contaminants. Big Berkey water filters are powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water, so they're perfect for rainwater collection systems and emergency preparedness. Remember, Big Berkey includes free shipping on every order over $50, and GCN listeners get 5% off all ceramic filter systems. Visit BIGBERKEY waterfilters.com or call 877-99-BERKEY. That's BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com or call today 1-877-99-BERKEY.
You're the pretender. What if I say I will never surrender? And who are you? Make a choice. Decide which side of history you're on. Are you part of the reality-based community that Karl Rove despises? Or are you someone that wants to be delusional, wants to be conned, who thinks perception is reality, that lives in fantasy lands? This broadcast is about reality. And that's why we're going to win. And America is full of some of the hardest working, smartest, best people on the planet. But yes, many of us have become decadent and slovenly. None of us are perfect. But by realizing that we've been brought up with issues of little or no significance, distracted with things that don't matter, that our minds have been filled with information. You know, the average American doesn't know the 3 branches of government, but knows all about football or all about baseball or all about acting cool. I mean, we're going to get hurt. We're getting hurt because we become chumps. Let's get streetwise now. And let me tell you, tyranny's a good way for folks to wake up. That's why the globalists are racing to get it in place before you wake up, and they know you're waking up. Roberts is bummed out, you know, because he's been on the inside of it, and he just can't believe how corrupt it's gotten and how ridiculous. And I understand his pessimism at some points, and it's always interesting to have him on, but I'm on the ground. I mean, I'm well known, and I go all over the country, and I see people everywhere. And let me tell you, it's exponential what's happening. I want to jam in Robert, George, Perry, Jasper, Aaron, and then that's going to be it. And we'll go back into the key information that we were covering in retransmission, but we're live right now. The big news is Fukushima plant number 2 has melted down. It didn't melt out of the core. The core got damaged and ruptured, and it basically melted through that hole and into the concrete and through the floor. And it could blow up any time or just keep off-gassing radiation 100,000 times safe levels. That's Japanese government. But that's not big news anymore. We've moved on to the latest celebrity scandal. We've moved on to the war and how humanitarian it is, but it's not a war because the government said so. And the ground troops, they're getting ready. They're not ground troops. They're helper, humanitarian people. And they're offering you the lie. They're hoping you're lazy and stupid. I know our listeners aren't, but we've got to reach out to the rest of the public and wake them up out of their trance, and it's getting easier and easier. Remember, last hour, we need to make this the #1 Google search term today because I shot a video last night. Aaron's adding all the documents right now. It should be done in the next few hours. It's close to done, but he's still got to upload it to the Alex Jones channel at YouTube with its one channel, 96 million plus views. And I hope this gets 1 million views. The headline on the video will be Al-Qaeda 100% Pentagon run. And we already have an article out at Infowars.com that's a data sheet that says Al-Qaeda 100% Pentagon run. And the search term is Al-Qaeda Pentagon run. Put A-L-Q-A-E-D-A, Al-Qaeda, Al-Qaeda, A-L-Q-A-E-D-A, that word in, or Al-Qaeda, however you like. Al-Qaeda Pentagon run. Hit them and hit the NSA Google system hard. Let's show them the power. We've always succeeded, except if I do this at the end of the show, then there's not enough folks to take action to do it. Let's make it #1, Al-Qaeda Pentagon run. Al-Qaeda Pentagon Run. Al-Qaeda Pentagon Run. Put it in Google and then click and re-enter it over and over again. Let's hit them. Let's hit them hard. I haven't done this in over 3 weeks. We haven't done this. Do it together. Al-Qaeda Pentagon Run is the search term, those 3 words. And the article will lead everybody to is Al-Qaeda 100% Pentagon Run with all these links. Libyan rebel leader admits links to Al-Qaeda fighters. Here's another one. Libyan rebel leader admits connection to Al-Qaeda, assets in Iraq, 911 mastermind invited to Pentagon. Al-Qaeda leader dined at Pentagon just months after 9/11. Contrived propaganda tape reveals war on terror fraud. Al Jazeera is a front group for U.S. military-industrial complex. Al-Zawahiri video is a Pentagon propaganda psyop. 11 reasons why the threat from Al-Qaeda isn't real. Who was behind Al-Qaeda in Iraq? Pentagon acknowledges fabrication of Zarqawi legend. It's all there with the video going up soon. Al-Qaeda, 100% Pentagon Run. Search term, Al-Qaeda Pentagon Run. All right, let's go to your phone calls. Thanks for holding. George in Connecticut, you're on the air.
Hi, Alex. I think we should also try to get Anwar al-Awlaki. We should do some sort of bombing with people who know how to change the wiki leaks, not WikiLeaks, but the wiki files that they have on the web for your, what do you call it, the encyclopedia.
Wikipedia.
But we should put on, yeah, that Wikipedia, we should put on there that he is a CIA operative run by that and proven by the particular things. That way, when people look this up, and then we keep changing it to keep bringing that back up if they take it off. That's
right. That's right. Hit the Anwar al-Awlaki Wikipedia, one of the top links on him, and just and real editors of it should be able to do it. All the articles about how he's admittedly CIA, just start hitting it and hitting it and hitting it.
Okay, and another thing I think we should do is we should maybe somebody just like you did for your contest, we should put up ways to put a section off for one of those what do you call it, those, I forgot what you call those little boards where it looks like Cheney or the president, and you take pictures in front of it, and we should get one of those, and maybe you can print it out on your printer in pieces, and then make them up, and then we go in front of the Pentagon, the White House, and then here's al-Awlaki, and then he has a dinner.
Oh, well, you can't go in front of the White House and protest because they won't give you a permit, and even if you do, they'll arrest you. This isn't freedom, but I appreciate your call. How dare you in America think you're allowed to protest? I think this is America? Perry in Illinois. Great points, George. Perry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was watching Democracy Now! Today, and they had this woman on there named Helen Caldicott, and she did research on the thresholds for nuclear materials, not radiation, the actual materials that are used in fissile nuclear reactions. And these materials are deadly at 1 microgram.
Oh, yes.
1 microgram. That's smaller than a grain of dust.
But it's no problem that they're having total Chernobyl meltdown and it's blowing this way. See, again, the background radiation isn't high, but if you get the microgram that's coming in out of the atmosphere, it goes in your lungs, you get lung cancer 2 years later. But see, then they can deny it.
And this whole Libya thing, it's like a wrestling match when the bad guy's when the bad guy's coach messes with the ref. And then the bad guy pins the good guy. That's just what the news is like now. It's like a wrestling match where the referee being distracted. It's ridiculous.
Very good points, Perry. Thank you. Moving quick to get to everybody. Robert in Michigan, you're on the air.
Yes.
Yes.
Alex?
Yes.
How you doing?
Good.
I'm a first-time caller. I've been listening to you quite a bit, though. I'm all excited trying to organize myself here, organize my thoughts. I ran across a couple of things on the media the other day that kind of stuck in my craw. I thought maybe you'd be interested.
Sure, tell us.
A talk show host, radio talk show host, I just happened to run across him. He's apparently trying to start a new fad. When people call in, they ask him how he's doing, and his pat answer is, better than I deserve. And then I noticed that it was turning around, and he was asking people that called in how they were doing, and they say, better than I deserve. And I'm thinking, now what is this better than I deserve thing? I mean, is this guy trying to get American radio listeners to just automatically resign themselves to the fact that they don't deserve what they have.
Well, listen, Robert, I appreciate your call. You're on to something. All over Whole Foods, they have magazines about austerity and how great it is to be poor and how it's good to be robbed and be a chump. And you're hit on something here. People don't like to admit they're under attack. So they're making it stylish to be under attack so they can feel powerful in being losers. It's very sick. I call it the giggling, gibbering slave mentality. Jasper in Oklahoma, you're on the air.
Hey, Alex, how are you doing?
Good.
And I have a question for you, and this might concern some of your callers. I make under $10K. I make under $10,000 a year, right? And I don't have any money. I have 2 kids. I can't afford to do my Second Amendment. I can't afford non-GMO seeds or gold. What do people like me do in this situation?
You buy a lawnmower and knock on 100 doors, and 20 people will tell you can mow their yard. And then you'll have giant wads of cash in your pockets after mowing the yards.
Oh, thank you. And may the force be with you. Victory, not vengeance.
All right, good to hear from you, Jasper. Let's go ahead and talk to Aaron in Nevada. Aaron, you're on the air.
Hey, it's Aaron, GoNob.com, GoNob Radio. Check it out. Here's on in Fukushima. I've been covering this the past 3 weeks. I want to tell people what's going on. They are actually considering decommissioning the Fukushima reactors, which alludes to the fact that they have been trying to salvage them all along. Okay?
No, that's admitted. That's why they didn't. No, they've been trying to save them the whole time.
Exactly. And the president of the company was just admitted into the hospital last night. The whole thing is this issue of the corporatists, just like BP, want to go forward and get through this at the other end. They're citing, the president is citing, they want to provide power for the people of the Fukushima prefecture. And they're also discussing liability and legal ramifications. So this is their whole focus. It's a
No. For what, 18, 19 days, whatever it is now, they've been covering their hind end, and they're also covering up what's happening at the hospitals, the radiation sickness. I wonder why the head of the plant suddenly in the hospital. He should be healthy if he was around radiation, according to Ann Coulter.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Here's the key. He has recently said he wants to cover parts of the plant in a Chernobyl concrete encapsulation, like I've come on here and said on the show previously. But they want to keep a portion of it going.
Well, it's not just that, though. If you have ruptured containment facilities from the explosion, even if you put a sarcophagus around it, it'll burn and melt through that, and it's now done that at number 2. We're out of time. Thank you, Aaron. Gator, Sue, we'll have to get to you guys tomorrow. Key information dealing with the fake al-Qaeda threat coming up from the retransmission from the first hour. But there's the headline: Japan nuclear power plant boss in the hospital. The president of the company that owns Japan's stricken Fukushima nuclear power station has been taken to the hospital. And he's suffering from diseases and high blood pressure. Yeah, I bet. Kind of like the president of Egypt disappeared with a stroke. Wonder if he's got radiation sickness. He's been around the Fukushima facility. But he should be great, according to Ann Coulter. Search Al-Qaeda Pentagon run. Do it right now. Let's make it number 1.
Alex has told you about the terrible perfect storm of rising food prices. The Japanese tragedy proves how important food is. Our own gas prices are driving food costs through the roof. The huge population countries are buying up America.